The fog rolled in thick over Galloway Woods, wrapping the trees in a shroud of gray. Ivy crept up the trunks like skeletal fingers, and the air was heavy with loamy decay. Marla had heard the stories. A child wandering lost, calling out for her mother, the echo drifting through the trees like a siren's lament. It was just a tale, just another cruel trick of nature, until she heard it. As she stepped deeper into the forest, the soft chaos of life around her faded, leaving only the whisper of the wind and the muffled calls of unseen creatures. Until she heard it. The muffled calls of unseen creatures. "Mommy?" The voice came again, quiet yet clear, reverberating off the bark as if the trees themselves were mocking her resolve. For a moment, she stood frozen, her chest tightening with dread. Yet the urge to help compelled her forward. Each step deepened the unsettling silence, as if the woods themselves conspired against her. "Mommy, where are you?" The plea grew more desperate, laced with desperation that crawled under her skin like 1,000 tiny insects. The heart took over, propelling her heart towards the sound, even as reason whispered to retreat. Soon, she stumbled across a clearing where the gnarled roots of ancient trees intertwined like a living tapestry. In the center lay a small wooden doll, its glass eyes glinting like miniature moons. "I'm here," Marla said, trying to restore some semblance of hope in the air that felt charged with static. But the wooded perimeter stood watch, cold and indifferent. With trembling hands, she picked up the doll, suddenly feeling the weight of 1,000 eyes upon her. "Mommy?" The voice became a hiss, twisted and devoid of innocence. As Marla turned, the trees seemed to shift, closing in around her like the tightening grip of a nightmare. She felt them breathe, suffocating her reason. Then, she glimpsed something at the edge of the clearing, an outline in the mist, a figure, slim and elongated, wavering like a mirage. "Mommy?" The voice was from within the doll, echoing against the hollow of her chest. Fear rooted her to the ground as shadows stretched, merging and separating, forming faces that were not quite human. "You found her, at last." The figure's voice was a symphony of sorrow and malice, sweetened by the promise of despair. Blonde hair fell around its face in disarray, eyes wide yet dark as voids. But it was the smile that unfurled across its lips that shattered the last vestige of Marla's sanity. It was a mirror of her own. The realization came crashing down, a long, forgotten version of herself, lost in time, a reflection warped by grief. "Join us," it whispered, reaching for the doll in Marla's clutch. In that moment of indecision, Marla's vision faded, and the trees swallowed her whole, their whispers entwined with a haunting refrain. "Mommy?" The fog thickened, leaving only an empty clearing, where once a lost soul had wandered. Now, forever seeking, forever lost among the echoes.